responding to this. We'll see what they say, whether they try to appeal this, calling it a preliminary injunction, or how they respond. We'll keep our eye on it. But happy to see the senators going in the paint. All right, one more update on the day. And here is what's happening with China. We have a new plan that has now been released. And here's what it looks like. A National Security Action Plan, now released by the Trump administration. You see they dropped this 12-pager explaining exactly what's going on, and it relates to the Chinese ownership of farmland. Farming, pretty important. Got to eat food, or else we'll die. And if we have the Chinese gobbling up the farmland and taking control of agriculture, that's a problem. But in addition to that, it seems like many Chinese entities are buying farmland in very important regions around bases. That is not good. So they put together this whole plan to explain what they're going to do about this. They've chronicled all the Chinese land, over 265,000 acres of U.S. agriculture land. This is from a 2023 and 24 report. And this whole report is over on USDA.gov. You can see lots of land is owned, and you can't handle the report earlier.
I gotta do something real quick. Yeah, please on Rumble. Just keep an eye on YouTube if you don't mind, but I need the watch time on Rumble. I'm adding payment information to one of my stocks.
It's a PG-13 show today. All right, but I think that's how we say that one.
You can help direct people, though.
Is their announcement. They posted this. They said the USDA's National Farm Security Action Plan announced today under Secretary Rowland's Make Agriculture Great Again initiative safeguards our food supply, strengthens infrastructure, and defends U.S. ag innovation from foreign adversaries. And here's a little bit more of what she was explaining after the launch on this with Laura Ingram.
This is going to shock the viewers. China reportedly owned more than 277,000 acres of agricultural land in the country. Is this a goal of ours now to have China own 0%? Could you get that back from China? Tell us what's going to happen.
Well, first of all, how great to be with you again. We had a wonderful event this morning announcing this. I had Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, Defense Pete Hegseth, had AG Pam Bondi. We had 3 of the country's best governors. We had several people from the Hill. This is an all-of-government approach.
What does that mean?
Well, what that means is that if we're going to really ban China from buying our farmland or any foreign adversaries, it's got to be the states have to lean in, the federal government has to step up. We've got to have executive orders out of the White House.
A law?
A law needs to be passed. A lot of bills have been filed, but it hasn't moved. I don't know that America really understands, or at least our elected officials.
How is this allowed, though? China owns Smithfield Foods, one of the largest food processing plants in the United States. Land near military bases. I've covered this for 20 years.
Well, it's now all changed today. Today, we for the first time are saying no more. Banning the sale of China farmland, working with the states, getting the bills passed through Congress, having an executive order, but also, Laura, looking at how to potentially claw some of that back.
Wild that even was allowed to happen. And there were some other posts here. I think I saw this one from Sarah Huckabee Sanders. So the idea is the states can jump in on this. She said we did a lot. Not only did we kick China off our farmland, we made them pay for it. As long as I'm governor, we're going to continue to hold communist China and other foreign adversaries accountable. And of course, did that out in Arkansas. So China booted out. American land should be owned by Americans. So the Trump team said, here's some of the actions that they're going to get in on. They're going to, number 1, make sure to secure American farmland. USDA will aggressively implement reforms, online filing system for enhanced reports and more civil penalties. We're going to work alongside congressional partners with swift legislative and executive action to end direct or indirect control of American farmland by nationals from countries of concern. Also, we're going to sign a joint memo with the Department of Treasury to ensure regular coordination with the Secretary and launch a new portal and more. So, enhanced agriculture supply chain resilience.
I see on Rumble.
U.S. nutrition safety net must be protected from fraud, abuse, and foreign adversaries. We're going to disqualify authorized retailers that are complicit in SNAP fraud.
Just trying to get caught up on some things here. I'm about to leave.
Research security. Evaluate programs and revise them as needed. Safeguard plant and animal health and protect critical infrastructure. Saying attacks on ag companies, including cybersecurity threats, can disrupt essential operations and cause significant losses. So we're going to work with private companies to ensure we're sharing data. We're going to work with intelligence and law enforcement people, and we're going to develop the 21st century agro-defense workforce, which is going to create new American jobs and secure the agriculture sector here at home, which I think is very smart. This includes encouraging higher education programs to prepare the American workforce to tackle emerging challenges.
So when I go through that one portion as I'm heading out to the freeway, we're probably going to lose connection, but I'll set it right back up again.
Because this might be a big problem. You have World War III or something that pops off. Got to make sure we have secure food supply so that we don't starve to death. So that is what's happening. Here's what Pete Hegseth was saying out there during that event yesterday.
I want to know who owns the land around our bases and strategic bases, and getting an understanding of why foreign entities, foreign companies, foreign individuals might be buying up land around those bases. That's something I should be paying attention to on behalf of the American people, on behalf of my department, and on behalf of the president. It's common sense. And so food security, just like
apparently
resilience, just like
I was going to switch back around once it disconnects. So,
especially in a contingency.
yeah, this trash can, the hinge is broken on the lid. So I've asked them to repair it. So what do? They say, oh, yeah, we're going to replace it. And then they skipped me yesterday. They didn't even come out and empty it.
On our basis, so that in those moments,
so we'll have to deal with that.
On us here in the United States to provide that security. So no longer can foreign adversaries assume we're not watching and we're not paying attention and we're not doing something about it, because we are. So, Brooke, thank you very much.
Yeah, we need to make sure we can grow our own food, make our own ammunition, produce our own medication, build our own cars, all the things, so that in the event we need to, we're ready and capable. So good developments over there. We'll keep our eye on this one to see if we start to see more states pass resolutions. It seems like Arkansas has a nice format for us to follow. And I don't know exactly what they use, whether it's...
They didn't get anybody's.
Claw that land back, but
swear I'm about done with this trash removal company, dude.
all right,
it's like everybody else has switched to Stevens. I'm still with Republic.
Wednesday. Waldorf teaches kids to grow their own food. Man, I think that's pretty smart. I tried to grow my own food once and I can't grow anything. What's going on, Mock Schnell? Hey, Rob, yesterday you were mentioning President Trump mentioning a work program. Yeah, I think he said something about that, right? Or they said, Trump said no amnesty, but we're going to be smart about the enforcement, whatever that means. We need to restart the Bracero program, aka the original green card, so they can come work for the season and go home. Yeah, I think that's probably one solution that people were talking about. I think that the reticence on that issue is that people consider that to be a glide path to amnesty, right? And I think still, if you're talking about like the economic impacts of illegal immigration, you're asking yourself, why do we want foreign workers?
Well, you just have to make sure that it's live on the other one. Because if you go back, you're only picking up where you left off most of the time.
It suppresses the wages.
It's not that much of a delay. Actually, if you go to, truth is, it's only about a 2-second difference. And usually, actually, Rumble's a little bit slower than YouTube.
It's economically hollowing out our country.
Just got to make sure that what you're watching is live. Sometimes you even have to refresh it. But yeah, it's all going to get screwed up anyway in a minute whenever I turn on this road up here and it disconnects. Probably going to wait till I get close to the highway before I reconnect it.
Which I think is the solution.
I'm going to be honest. Hey, Jethro, welcome on YouTube. It's about to disconnect for a second, then I'm going to reconnect it, okay? Once I turn down this road, usually it disconnects.
That's a big one. I mean, that's an Epstein level get, right?
But if you could, hop on over to... Yeah. Yeah.
Mortimer, Mommy Nima, what's up? Maybe evidence.
Bro, is that you, ADO?
They release it. The case is lost. Well, they've already released basically a memo that it's on any future, right? So I've heard that argument. I think it's an interesting idea. Well, maybe they're trying to smoke some people out. Maybe they're trying to play possum, kind of roll over. Oh, I'm dead. No, and then all the pedophiles come back down. Like, yeah, let's go buy some. They release the case is lost. Yeah, so then the prosecution now, let's say those get caught because they're buying. You turn around and they're just going to set it on the record. So I think it's basically like an exoneration memo, which is why nobody knows. The case is basically lost now. I'm a defense attorney. You charge my client after releasing a memo like that? Like, are you nuts? Like, are you drunk? How are you going to charge my client? You just released a 2-page memo from Pam Bondi that said there is nothing here. And now you expect us to believe that this is legitimate and not like a political prosecution? And I think judges will also agree.
All right, I'm going to put it on the scanner.
You're going to prosecute Reed?
If you could, Jethro, hop on over to the Rumble channel. I think I have a premium membership waiting for you there.
He's an area.
Oh, yeah, you were already subbed. Sweet. Yeah. The biggest thing is getting a like and getting you to say something in chat, though. That's what the new monetization requirements are for Rumble. I mean, I'm already monetized, but to get paid every month, I gotta have at least 20 unique chatters. Chatters. There it is. There's your gifted premium membership. So even if I'm on premium only, you'll be able to view over here, okay? Something in the chat. Is that like something in the orange? I don't know if you know what that means. Oh, yeah, you're saying something in the chat? Yeah. You're a eunuch? Does that mean you're unique?
Show me out at CPS on 301 Adams. 1491, this is 301 Adams. Thank you, guys. They are counting.
I know what being a eunuch means, but sorry, I'm answering work messages at the same time. Probably shouldn't be, but I have to. He'll be over here. He doesn't have the app. He has to do it through the browser, so it takes him a second to get over there. Where we're going? The title says "Quick Trip to Defiance." So I don't know. What does that mean to you? Sorry. All right. Well, got a truck going less than the speed limit in front of me here. Looks like he wants to go faster. It just ain't happening for him.
By mail, have an easement console on front, right off at the description of mail and box console front.
It's mine.
President 178 empty now, no Keisha, let's see if that would be able to one.
Rumble Bus mine. I mean, you can register for free. I don't have the premium version of it because I don't make enough money for that. But it's rumble.bot. It's the only bot that I've gotten to be able to work with Rumble Studio. So I mean, I can add more. If you ask it a question, if you say at the Rumble bot and ask it a question, it answers as Darth Vader. So I had it as Trump for a while, but Trump's pissed me off. So we're Darth Vader for now. Of course, Eggsy knows all the Star Wars lore, so he's asking it real questions about Star Wars, and it's answering in kind.
United Medical Order 3433 Valley, Westing Revenge, 03 Copy that, Johnson Road, 6470. Engine 11, injured person, 1035 Brookview, Brookview Gardens, 03. Engine 11, injured person, 1045 Brookview, Gerald Early, 03. There's a crew overall at 1660 Western, correct? Now they can't service. No good today. Come in contact with the people. Take the first best representative.
Everybody was fine at that house.
Okay.
AED transfer complete to 56.
We got Andrews near the tracks. Unit 502 plate. 020 Datum 4. X-ray Victor. 2H 211.
Check the local hospitals for Shirley Lee.
See, he answers in first person as Darth Vader.
Charles Smith.
4/5/1942.
United 6 transferring to St. Charles.
Baypark. 96 transferring to Baypark. Keep Sutter.
Press 911.
1491.
211. Command on 10, please.
45, non-enforcement, MVI, detail issue. And initiate a second one.
Go ahead, we're on. Robert Cole, 360.
Oh, she's doing all right. I think she's going to go pick up another new puppy today. So,
Street. For Elberson. Station 26. For the 291. Street. For Elberson. 1301. Nation 1.
520, can you get check property 2148 Grandwood Drive? Female course is 20 West belongings on her porch last night, and she believes her railing is also broken. 2148 Grandwood Drive, 520.
I'm far enough away from Toledo. I'm going to kill that. No, it's going to be an American Bully. So, supposedly 9 weeks old or 9 months old. I don't remember what she said. Let me double check. Usually a reason why someone else is getting rid of them, though. It makes me concerned. Nine weeks old, so it's a baby. Yeah, well, our house has always got to be a zoo, so it's just going to keep it that way, I guess. But I mean, the German Shepherd we just lost was her baby. She raised it since it was a puppy, and it was 12 years old. Long life for a shepherd, but still, she's had a hole in her heart since we had to put him down. Basically, that's how it was. The deal.
Do you have this mail's information?
I believe so. If it's like I think you read earlier.
Indian 0540081007. Around 52.
Here.
Yeah, I'm done with anything that Disney wants to do when they want to play with the fucking canon.
Stage 10 52.
Here.
Yeah, screw Disney. I mean, they're ruining everything. They're ruining Star Wars. They're ruining Marvel, DC. They just came out with woke Superman. You know, they're saying Superman is an immigrant. No, he's a fucking alien. And they're getting hammered about it, too.
Off 52.
Yeah, it seems like they don't care how much money they lose doing it. He's from another planet. That is why he's not an immigrant. He's an alien. A true ET. Yeah, the people I watch stay on top of that stuff. Quartering, he's... Oh, okay, she's already thinking of names for this puppy. Hang on, let me check this message. Oh, wow. I did not see that. But I'm also not surprised. You did warn me that you didn't think he was going to like it, but I have not heard anything about it yet. Honestly, I think it's kind of funny.
I can say. They're potty acting around with you.
I heard that's why there's a big delay in South Park coming out, because the studios want it to be all woke, and the creators are like, "Fuck you." I'm gonna stop and grab something to eat in Defiance. And South Park has been one of the more real shows. Trey Parker ain't playing it. Matt. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the point. They lampoon both sides. You know, it's been the most even keel show, even though those poor kids should have grown up by now. Yeah, I'm about to give up on the AG1 sponsorship thing. They're selling that on fucking at Costco now. I'm not even going to subscribe for it anymore. I'm just going to buy it at Costco. It's the same price, but there's no shipping.
I can say. And over ETH. 5120. Clem in round 2, line 52, reference a harassment complaint. Start.
I know what you meant, Eggsy. Yeah, we have an office out here in Defiance. And they're getting ready to open one out in Fort Wayne. So
17 session.
they just have to make sure that they can handle the licensing in Indiana. But yeah, they're already looking at buildings in Fort Wayne. Yeah, I cover like 5 buildings all the way from Defiance to Cleveland. It was all the way out to Pittsburgh, but they found out how expensive staying licensed in Pennsylvania was, and they gave up on it. Oh, lives in Defiance, yeah. Well, if he needs any help with substance abuse, we just opened a detox there less than a year ago. Detox and residential. This idiot. Passing everybody on the right. Okay, I know right where that is. Close to Elkton. Federal prison there. Right. Yeah, I hear that too, Dio. Well, we got lucky. We didn't even actually lose connection completely, even on that gap. So that's a good thing. I need to decide where I'm going to eat now. There's a Tractor Supply down there too. I didn't even know that. Not sure where I'm going to eat. Oh, I'm going to go to Big Boy. Fuck yeah. It's cheap. Big Boy is cheap. Yeah, he might know something about that. Oh, wow. Big Boy's packed. Nice lunch crowd. And gas is expensive here, though. Shit. All right. All right. So I don't have a ton to do at the office after I get done eating. I'm only like a mile away from the office. And then I may have to run back out toward the Green Springs area. So, if I run into a situation where I'm going to be driving for more than about 45 minutes, I will go live again. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and I appreciate everybody or Jethro for jumping in there and getting me that chat in Rumble. I'm going to make a big push for it. I'm going to have Bao help me with it to try and send people over during one of his streams. He'll do it. I'll send him a few bucks and he'll do it. Later, Eggsy. Good luck with that inspection. Dirty, thanks for hopping in. Stay popo. All right, guys. Later. I will be back.